Bravo Housewives react to R8OSLC star Mary Cosby's tearful scene with her son. The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City fans are still talking about the latest episode, and they're not the only ones. Several Bravo stars have also reacted to the emotional moment that recently played out between Mary Cosby and her son, Robert Jr. Mary is known for her memorable one-liners and snarky comments that are often downright rude. However, we saw a different side of the 52-year-old in episode 11 as Robert Jr. opened up to her about his drug addiction. The moment resulted in tears for the RHOSCL star, who promised she wouldn't judge her son but would get him some help. The 21-year-old was also in tears, telling his mom she was the only reason he didn't commit suicide during his years-long battle with addiction. Viewers have been sounding off on social media, applauding the duo for allowing the Bravo cameras to capture the raw and honest moment. Housewives react to RHOSCL star Mary Cosby's tearful conversation with her son. Reports have claimed that RHOSLC views have plummeted this season, but it seems everyone in the Bravo universe was tuned into the latest episode. Queens of Bravo shared a roundup of the comments from several Bravo stars, showing their support after seeing the tearful scene between Mary and Robert Jr. The Real Housewives of New Jersey OG Teresa Giudice said, "Praying for your son, sending him lots of love." Returning RHOA Season 16 housewife Portia Williams wrote in a now-expired Instagram story, "A mother's worst nightmare, praying so hard for Mary. I'm so glad he is doing better." Dubai housewife Channel Ayan posted about the scene on X, writing, "I cried so much. I pray for them and sending them healing. What a raw, honest moment, and it's gonna help a lot of people. #RTOSLC. She's not the only one who shared a message on X about the scene between Mary and Robert Jr. The Real Housewives of Atlanta star Drew Sidora also thanked the mother-son duo for the raw and honest moment. "My heart breaks for Mary. My prayers are with you and your family. Thank you for giving us this human moment, and I've truly connected," she added. Here's an update on Robert Jr.'s recovery. The Sun reported in October that Robert Jr. was seeking treatment at an inpatient facility in California after testing positive for marijuana, fentanyl, and cocaine. However, Mary's son is doing better these days, as Andy Cohen told the audience at Bravo Fan Fest in Miami recently. "I spoke to Mary tonight and she wanted me to let you all know that Robert Jr. is doing well," shared Andy as the crowd erupted in applause. The Bravo boss also teased more to come with Robert Jr. and Mary as the season continues. "We will hear more from Mary about her journey and how he got here a little bit later," he said. "The Bravo universe thrives on drama, but every now and then, a moment comes along that transcends the petty squabbles and designer label rivalries. This time, it was the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City's Mary Cosby, who delivered a tearful, gut-wrenching scene with her son, Robert Jr., in which she opened up about his struggles with addiction and her fears as a mother. The scene was raw, unfiltered, and uncharacteristically vulnerable for Mary, who is better known for her quirky one-liners and eccentric persona. Naturally, the Bravo multiverse erupted. Housewives across franchises chimed in, some offering empathy and others giving their signature unfiltered takes. Kyle Richards, "It felt so real, I couldn't stop crying." On her Instagram story, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills veteran Kyle Richards shared her reaction immediately after watching the episode. "As a mom, watching Mary break down like that really hit me. We may not always show it on TV, but there's nothing more terrifying than worrying about your child's future," Kyle said, her eyes visibly teary. Later, during an appearance on Watch What Happens Live, Kyle elaborated on her reaction. "Mary's always been such a wild card, but seeing her stripped down and raw like that reminded me of how complex she is. She's not just about Chanel coats and cryptic remarks, she's a mother trying to save her son." Kyle also subtly shaded Lisa Barlow, who she accused of never showing that kind of vulnerability on RHOSLC. Teresa Giudice, "I know what it's like to fight for your kids." Over in Jersey, Teresa Giudice had her own emotional response to Mary's scene. In a heartfelt post on Instagram, Teresa shared a photo of her and her daughters, captioning it, "Being a mom isn't always glamorous. Sometimes you're holding everything together with prayers and love. Mary, you're so strong for showing that side of yourself. Sending you and your family love." In a Bravo confessional-style TikTok, Teresa added, "I've been through it all with my girls. Court battles, public scrutiny, you name it. I get what Mary's feeling when you're desperate to protect your family." Fans were quick to note that Teresa's post came with a side of shade for her sister-in-law Melissa Gorga. Melissa had recently criticized Teresa for not being real on RHONJ. Teresa, in typical Judas fashion, commented under a fan's post, "At least I don't fake storylines," which many believed was a jab at Melissa. Nan leaks. Mary's giving what needs to be given. No one expected Nina Leakes, the queen of shade, to hold back, and she didn't. During a live Q&A on Instagram, a fan asked for her thoughts on Mary's tearful scene. Nan sipped her tea dramatically before responding, "Now see, this is the kind of stuff that keeps us tuning in. Mary's giving what needs to be given. The rest of them? Just fluff and filler." When pressed for more details, Neen admitted, "I don't know Mary like that, but I respect her for putting it all out there." And to Robert Jr., "Baby, listen to your mama. She's trying to save you before it's too late." She ended with a sly dig at the current RHOA cast. "Maybe Atlanta could take some notes, because right now we're giving Dollar Tree when we should be giving Neiman Marcus." Dorrit Kemsley, "It's heartbreaking, but was it genuine?" While some housewives showed compassion, others, like RHOBH star Dorrit Kemsley, couldn't resist questioning Mary's motives. On the Bravo Breakdown podcast, Dorrit said, "I feel for Mary, I really do. But I couldn't help but wonder if it was all for the cameras. I mean, she's been criticized for being disengaged, and suddenly, she's front and center with this emotional storyline. It's convenient." Naturally, Dorrit's comments sparked backlash from fans, many accusing her of hypocrisy. A viral tweet read, "Dorrit questioning authenticity. Didn't she stage that robbery storyline last season? Luan de Lesseps. She's giving Mother Teresa vibes." Meanwhile, RHONY's Luan de Lesseps had a surprising take. In a confessional-style Instagram video, Luan praised Mary for her courage. "She's giving Mother Teresa vibes," Luan said, dramatically sipping a martini. "As someone who's been through her fair share of public scrutiny, I admire anyone who can put their truth out there, no matter how messy it is." When asked about Dorrit's comments, Luan rolled her eyes. Dorrit needs to worry less about other people's storylines and more about why no one's buying her swimsuits. Lisa Rinna, "It's camp, it's art, it's Mary Cosby. Never one to miss a chance to stir the pot." Lisa Rinna of RHOBH took to TikTok with a cheeky reaction video. Is it camp? Is it art? Or is it Mary Cosby being Mary Cosby? Rinna mused, flipping her hair dramatically. In the comments, Rinna clarified, "Listen, I love Mary's energy, but let's not pretend she doesn't know how to work the camera. That said, I'm here for it. Give me tears, give me drama, give me channel." Fans were divided, with some applauding Rinna for her honesty and others accusing her of diminishing Mary's moment. Karen Huger, "Mary's a true matriarch." Over in Potomac, Karen Huger crowned Mary as the MVP of the week. On her Instagram Live, Karen declared, "Mary Cosby is a true matriarch. She's fighting for her family, and she's doing it with grace and strength. That's what being a woman of substance is all about." Karen then took a swipe at some of her own castmates, adding, "It's refreshing to see someone focus on real issues instead of petty gossip. I won't name names, but some people in Potomac could take notes." Fans speculated that Karen was shading Robin Dixon, whose storyline this season has revolved around her on-again, off-again marriage to Juan. Bethany Frankel, "It's good TV, but let's not glorify dysfunction." Never one to mince words, RHONY alum Bethany Frankel weighed in on her podcast, Just Be with Bethany. "It's good TV. I'll give her that. But let's not glorify dysfunction," Bethany said. "As someone who's been in therapy for years, I know how damaging it can be to air your family's dirty laundry on national television. I just hope Mary and her son are getting the help they need off camera." Bethany's comments sparked a heated debate among fans, with some applauding her for keeping it real and others accusing her of being too judgmental. Tamra Judge, "I smell a redemption arc." Finally, RHOC's Tamra Judge weighed in during her podcast, Two Teeths in a Pod. Let's be real. This is Mary's redemption arc, Tamra said. She's been kind of a background player this season, and now she's front and center with this emotional storyline. Coincidence? I think not. Tamra added, but hey, if it works, it works. At least she's not throwing wine glasses or accusing people of fake cancer. Progress, right? The Bravo fans react, of course. The real MVPs of any Housewives moment are the fans. Twitter lit up with reactions. Mary Cosby deserves an Emmy for that scene. Period. Doric questioning authenticity when her storyline is literally her closet? Make it make sense.